Hi everyone!
Hello.
Hey, this is Ben,
And this is Ildi.
and we are here reviewing the new BTS album very much in detail to figure out how we feel about it, what's interesting in it in terms of production and the overall concept of the album. I think we are on the sixth song or fifth song already.
Something like that.
We are going to listen to Love Maze. Keep in mind that we listened to the album already, like once or twice, just to have an initial reaction, but I haven't seen the lyrics yet, Ben.
Neither have I.
So we are going to see if we get out or not. Maze Runner. Everything Maze related, I'm just going to put in as a reference. Anyway, let's see in 1, 2, 3. I remember liking this song as well. Because... oh, this kind of going down in the bass solo cover. This is more traditional K-pop. Not traditional K-pop, but like current K-pop sound, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember liking this
Got
song
you
a
going
lot.
for it.
Oh yes!
This
Bring
might be
it
your
on,
favourite.
Jungkook! Okay, the lyrics are classic love story. I got that. Woohoo! Awesome. Us. I think he's using English lyrics cleverly. He's not too much, isn't he? Usually you get these weird... I can see this song where you're getting closer to the fans on the concert and you're just like...
I think it's really demanding for a fan song though.
No, it's hard to sing along.
Yeah.
Not sing. It's more about like, this is when they get close to the crowd. That's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
I'm saying. Really? Just don't do them? I cannot stop loving them. With every song I love them even more. I'm just looking at Ben like, can you hear this? Yeah, this is the song to get closer to fans because they can talk to them through these lyrics. Then this maze we wander in. I always think that Eternal is difficult. I want to do it. Yeah, let's be Eternal. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, J-Hope bringing it. But this is great, J-Hope. It's almost like this is the part to hand out the flowers, the balls in the crowd.
Shoot some egg, yo.
Yeah.
It's interesting how prominent they made Jungkook's voice in all of these harmonies. Because even when he's not the primary one singing, it's very evident that he's singing.
Because
And I think it works really well.
Okay, what are we thinking? I was totally, groovy
Yeah, you were loving
and
that.
feeling it. Like this is a very comfortable and easy to listen to track. I
Yeah.
think.
Which I think was my trouble. Like, it's nice, it's very pleasant listen. You can very happily sit here and just absorb it. But that was like my issue with a lot of this album was that it's just kind of like it's nice to sit here and listen to, but it doesn't stay with me. Like it's not catchy to me really.
I think the interesting thing is what we always have to consider, and you're absolutely right in a sense of like this is not how a normal listener thinks, but this is part of a trilogy. I think it's even going to be like the third part, if you count the Japanese album Face Yourself.
Oh yeah.
So it's almost like, I almost feel like if the whole, album development in terms of the narrative, this is kind of that's kind of either the conflict or like the uncertainty, and then we will see the resolution. So I'm wondering musically how that's going to translate. Because I do agree with you that this album, we told this already, it's very experimental, and it's going to places where we expect to go into somewhere else, and it's just going to stay. It's
kind of interesting though that it's experimental in terms of track to track, but each track kind of sticks with what it's doing pretty much.
That's interesting. So you would say that like the difference between the tracks is definitely something. But
you can tell you've switched track, but when you're in that track, you feel like you're in it for a while.
It's almost like you are within its own little world, and they created like a world.
It's like the album's a house, and each room is very differently decorated. That's
a very good analogy.
You've come from yellow room into red room into green room with a cat on the ceiling or something, and it's like, what is this?
I think that's actually a very good point. It's almost like everything is in a little box on its own, and it has its.
And they don't mix.
They don't mix, which we talked about in the previous video, which many people who review or music journalists, at least from the Western Hemisphere, find it very difficult to understand that you wouldn't have
more than one genre on a.
You wouldn't have a consistent sound. What? But we K-pop fans know that this is actually not a challenging. This is not a challenging album, I think, to listen to for someone who's not into K-pop.
No, not at all.
I think this is not a hard.
No.
Thing. Not at all. Like they should try some. What would be the biggest challenge for a non-K-pop listener, you think?
What, an album?
An album or like a song?
I think people struggle with the cute thing, don't they? A lot. So maybe if you showed them an album by like, who do you want to get, like Lovelies, they'd probably struggle with that quite a lot.
I was, yeah.
I think they'd really squirm if they got into Achu.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a fantastic song, by the way. I really like Lovelies.
Yeah, I think you're right, because like, for example, I remember you showing me a Lovelies performance where we performed it with like a rock
with no
band,
brain.
Which was like the
yeah. And then the guy comes in.
Destiny! It's just such a weird combination, but I actually listened to that song. It's on my K-pop favorites playlist, because that's just like, because it's quintessentially like like a girl group kind of thing. It's almost it has some lovely elements, and I would say that it's interesting to see like how BTS evolves, because they've always been very almost like untraditional, but would you say that like in terms of their recent popularity or whatever in this world, and maybe they are getting like some sort of recognition, would you say they're still very K-pop, or do you see the different elements in it as with all international producers and which again, international producers, and that's a common misconception.
Yeah, but that's difficult. That's not like a weird thing in K-pop at all.
Yeah.
Like SM Entertainment is pretty much just Western producers all the time, like LDN Noise, and they use a lot of Swedish producers and an Australian producer, and like it doesn't matter. Like it definitely loses some of the like some of the K-popiness, but it's like. It's just evolving, isn't it? It's hard to say what's really K-pop, because what I think of as K-pop is like, like 2013, 2014 Brave Sound girl group songs and like Kara and stuff like that, whereas like what is K-pop now is incredibly different to that.
Yeah, I think, and that's something
it's changing all the time.
That's something that we as K-pop fans found very interesting. And this is what I think keeps, if they are not getting involved in like the crazy fan wars and whatever, this is what definitely keeps people who are interested in music in, because it changes so quickly, and I almost feel that it's a constant, roller coaster ride, and it surprises you all the time. So definitely, I agree. Well, this song was a surprise in terms of what was different from what we listened to previously. So let us know what surprised you on this album, and what was something that you didn't expect, and we are going to tell what was the most surprising for us later on as we go along. So see you in the next episode, and tell us what you think.